Hey there guys, it's Metro and we are back with this leveling challenge thing we're doing. So I'm going to talk about it now. I don't queue for classic. Anyway, I'm going to talk about it now. They just announced some big leveling changes for 9.1.5, which is not even on the PTR at the time of me recording this, but will be definitely by the time you, if anybody does watch this. You will likely see some big class changes coming too. So I'm very interested in this. Definitely want to finish this before 9.1.5. We'll probably finish it this weekend if I really wanted to. But yeah, one way or the other, we want to get this character to 50 so we could try Torghast leveling on it. That sounds great. Absolutely great. I was considering continuing to level this through dungeons. Maybe we'll do one dungeon, depending on, if we get to like 59 and then the next episode we still have to get to 60. Maybe we'll try one dungeon in Shadowlands, but I'm not actually sure how Shadowlands works. I think you have to actually do the Maw intro to even be able to do Shadowlands dungeons. I don't actually know that, so someday we will find out. But yeah, pretty exciting times. The no spec characters just have been an absolute fixture for me in this expansion. It's been so fun just exploring classes at their basic level. It's quite odd to me, honestly, how it's just so, like, you strip away all the fluff from classes and there's still such amazing core design there. Like, maybe I would add one or two more spells or change a couple things. It's kind of cool about how some classes get talents, but I don't think that's intentional. It's probably a bug, honestly. I don't, I genuinely don't think Blizzard cares about this. Like, they're not putting any mental effort into fixing any issues that are going on in this space. So that's a good thing for me, but a bad thing at the same time. Really, if they did fix it, it would probably go the opposite direction, and then no talents would be usable, which is fine, because when I started on this, I never expected any talents to be usable. But it does fill out some classes, and the one that I noticed could use it the most, well, I would say the two. It would be Warlock. Certainly, they have like one damaging spell, literally. You can put Corruption up, but it's a cast time. And then the other one would be Warrior. Warrior, besides Warlock, Warrior is the one that could really use just a little bit more. Although they actually have a very good kit. It's just kind of unfortunate that they don't. I don't know, man. Warrior needs Heroic Strike back for real. Like, that's just class design. That has nothing to do with the no spec characters. But yeah, they really could use they could really use Heroic Strike back. Something to spend rage that does actual damage with the two-hander. or something to make using a two-hander viable, because right now if you want to level a warrior with no spec, you pretty much have to use sword and board. I understand it for paladin, it makes sense because holy power, even on a holy paladin you really do need a two-hander on, or a sword and board. But on a warrior, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, it's just kind of incomplete, I suppose is why it's like that. So anyway, I guess we're gonna have a longer queue, so maybe we try to get something done here. What we've been doing is just going for rares. That's right. Let's go see if these rares are up. This is a good option. A little bit of experience along the way. Maybe we ding 38. I think we do if we kill a rare here, so. The queues have not been prohibitive thus far, but I suppose the day is young. Early on a Sunday, though, you would think. Last Sunday when I did this, it was like mad people. It was like instant. The second I queued, I was in. I don't really understand where this mob is. The note says it's over here, but that's not where I saw him last time. Yeah, he's just padding around, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. We actually do like a fair amount of, I almost regret leveling this character this way, because I really like the way it plays out in the world. It's got a fair amount of spells. It's actually quite fun. Honestly, really interesting. And we did not get quite enough experience. What's this? Crit haste. Big upgrade regardless. Same stats. Okay, let's see if we can find another one. 6 minutes now, we're in queue. We're just waiting on a tank. I would kill to be able to tank on no spec character, man. Just need the ability to queue. This is, there's no rare here. I don't know what this is. There's some way to get down in there, maybe? Is that where it is? Because it does look like there's something down there. Let's go check this out as some kind of furbolg or something. General Fangfarer. No, we ding just from exploration. Okay. Fair enough. So our goal for today, for this episode, probably do multiple episodes today, is to get to 40 in this episode and then maybe 45 today. I don't know how much time it's going to take. These queues are really slowing us down though, it seems like. 6 minutes already. But at least we did ding. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to level this way, but also do really want to get this character done as fast as possible, so... Oh, it's a Naga. Right, okay. That makes sense. Hopefully he doesn't have a knockback. Yeah. I have a knockback. See, look how much damage we do, man. It's wild. We've got to be the best no spec character. Alright, let's do it. Gotta be the best one. Dead Mines. Okay, so yeah, the problem we're in right now is we're getting dungeons that we've done already. I actually forgot to do one of the quests, I remember, yeah. Don't really know how. Maybe we have to do? Oh, I just forgot to turn it in, I think. Yeah, that's right. I just forgot to turn it in. Good intentions, poor execution. Five's plan to finish the Juggernaut and use it to lay waste to Stormwind into noble cause any true Orc warrior might embrace without a single thought. Vanessa's fault lies in our execution. The ship is poorly constructed, the crew practically untrained, and worst of all, there's no Worgen. His name is Admiral Ripstyle, and he must be mercilessly slain in the name of the war chief. It's kind of lame, honestly. A little lame, but sure thing. Okay, we got Vengeance Demon Hunter. Interesting. Level 18 Demon Hunter, 13 Shaman, 18 Rogue, and 17 Mage. So I'm the highest by a mile. I think it does try to prefer you to do dungeons that you need. Or like higher level dungeons at least, and then it just kind of ends up being dungeons you need. But I think eventually you wait so long that they don't have that luxury anymore. There's no reason not to do this dungeon, like it's still... Everything scales all the way up. I don't even have the trinket up. Okay, let's actually heal, as first time I've healed the guy. Oh boy. Our healing is getting pretty weak, guys. Wow, that's really bad. I found out, I did some digging on this, I forgot. I did some digging on this and why this works this way. So it's because when you switch to Shadow, like last time I think I was talking about, like, purely if I was Shadow I wouldn't be able to heal this much, right? But no, when you switch to Shadow, the spell changes to Shadow Mend. I didn't even realize that. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But so like Shadow Mend is the like, it's not the same spell. So the only person who actually uses Flash Heal is Holy. So I basically have a Holy Priest spell, right? Because this is the spell, like, this is the base spell. So everything else is a different spell. So they never modified Flash Heal. So that's why it costs so little mana. It makes complete sense to me now. Like, I had no idea that that was the case, but now that I know, I know. Getting a nice self-sufficient tank is pretty bad, though. Or it's pretty bad. Pretty badass, I guess. Pretty good. Satisfactory. What's this guy? Far away. Oh Man, we do so little healing though. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. It's like I got nerfed. I don't actually... It's been a week or so since I've done this last, but... Wow, that's pretty bad. Actually, I don't know if it's... I can't remember. I don't know if it's gotten any worse. It just seems bad because I'm doing keys on Grievous and I'm just thinking like, oh my... There's no way. No way you'd be able to heal a max level character. Doesn't even look like his health's going up. Definitely going up though. Oops. Oh, maybe I can get mage food. I don't know what, like, that guy probably doesn't even have mage food. What the hell am I saying? Probably doesn't even have it. I don't know, we bought a bunch of, yeah, we bought a bunch of water last time. That's the only thing that definitely slows you down with this is mana. The spell does not. It's so little mana back, I don't really understand. I guess it has to be, it's such a long, or such a short CD. That guy, would I just get some crits there? Those healed him a lot. Those bombs explode or what? I don't even know. Picked me? That's not the one you want to pick. Oh, right against the wall there. Oh, he goes back through the wood. That's strange. That seemed a little buggy. The cool thing is the actual damage spells do not cost any mana whatsoever. Paladin is like, oh my god, I can't believe how much mana you use as a Holy Paladin now. I don't know if it would be the same as a no-spec Paladin, I doubt it, but... Again, probably a specific adjustment for Holy directly. And which is funny because I did just complete that Holy Paladin playthrough. I mean, people saw that, but... yeah, that was really fun. But now I look back at it and I wonder what would happen if I did it again right now. I don't know if we actually... It doesn't seem like an upgrade to me. High haste is better, or high haste is worse than high crit. Probably done getting upgrades. I mean, we have the heirlooms on. Actually, big problem is that our heirlooms don't. Oh no, wait, all the cloth ones, dude. That's right, that's right. I remember now. I actually maxed out all the cloth ones because I thought I needed to use them for leveling challenges. I think I told that story already. I needed to try to get to, I know I have a purge. Where is it? 3. I thought I was going to need them to actually level, like do leveling challenges fast, but then they nerfed the experience required by like half. And now leveling challenges take like a single weekend if you want to. If you really want to get it done, you can get it done in like 3 or 4 sessions. I mean, it depends on the leveling challenge, obviously. Yeah, what's it doing? That was the bait right there. It just jumps down and then glides all the way back to the start so nobody else can jump down that way. Sometimes his health just legitimately not going up though. I wonder if it's Vengeance, because they have like a lot more health pool, right? See it on the character bar easier than on Voodoo, so it's definitely going up. Just about choosing the healing ratio, like how much do we need to invest? Like honestly, offense is probably more efficient most times. It's like, especially for a Demon Hunter or a Blood DK, maybe even like Baron Paladin too. These guys are gonna heal themselves more than I can. So all I should do is just try to reduce the damage they take over the course of the entire pack. And that would be best done by using offense. So throw the shields out. What's the music? Oh, this is a nice little song here. I never understood. I wish there was a way to find out the names of the songs, like, quickly. I never understood why WoW doesn't do that. They probably don't name them. I think most of them don't actually have names, so that's why they probably don't do it. But it took me forever to figure out the names of the Torrent songs that I absolutely adore. Are we supposed to be using the robots or something? I don't know what this song is meant to be, though, but it's so cool. Can't stand these animations or these sounds on these robots, though. It's another reason to turn it off, if you ask me. Yeah, we're getting by, like, easily. Like, there's no... At least in this dungeon, there's no real need for me to even be here as the healer. Probably do this with a full team of non-healers. 1 tank, 4 deeps, probably fine. And it's basically what I'm doing, to be honest, because I'm certainly not a healer. Yeah, I'm not really doing that much damage either, but it's not like I'm not doing any damage. There's times when I'm doing relatively good damage. Again, I actually surprised at how much damage I'm doing on this character. That's it for our favorite song, it seems. I don't know where else that plays in the game. If anyone knows, let me know, but I would love to find the name of that song. So do these chests in dungeons, they don't actually give experience, right? I assume not, because that would be kind of unfair if one guy gets a mad amount of experience. Okay, halfway done with the dungeon about. I need to remember to turn in the quest at the end. That was the big issue we made last time. I can actually mount up here. Curious. And this is the Stormwind song, which is fitting. Slightly. Oh, that guy. That parrot makes a funny noise. Give him wings, or angel feathers, whatever. I always forget about that. These squall shapers, they actually do a lot of damage, yeah. Sea swell. Man, why does that guy look like Smite? Mr. Smite's compass. Do I have that? That's not it. Toy. I don't have that. Yorick Sharp Eye. Huh. That's pretty cool looking. I was just thinking like how kind of legendary the original version of this dungeon was. I mean, it's easy to be legendary when it's a dungeon that pretty much every single person who's ever played WoW has gone through, right? At least in those days. It would be very difficult to level an alliance without going through Westfall, I think. You definitely can, obviously, but I think it would be difficult to do. So I'm debating if I did play Classic again, if they do a fresh Classic, I don't know if I would, but if they do again a fresh Classic, I was thinking about trying the multi-box route, but I actually really enjoyed doing it. I did it for TBC a bit. The problem is, if you're actually having to quest and compete for quests, it's like not gonna work out. It's so unfun. It's like it feels like the only actual way to level on a fresh server is to grind, and then grinding with 2 characters is just out. Like, it's just awful. I don't know, man. wish they would stop chasing this nostalgia train on Classic and just... That was like the main reason why I knew I wasn't going to play Classic in the first place, because I knew there was no longevity to it. I didn't necessarily expect them to do fresh servers 2 years later or whatever it's going to end up being, but yeah, I mean, it's basically an inevitability. There's so little content there. And they released it so fast, too. I knew they were going to mess that up. I still have not gotten to do ZG, though, man. It's so sad. Maybe when Wrath comes out. Like, I keep waiting for it to be able to be something I can do on my own, because I know... I just, like, legitimately don't want anything to do with people who play Classic. It sucks to say, but, like, I actually have, like, no interest in the people who play Classic. And it's just, like, a very broad generalization. It's a really dumb thing to say, but the people who might be actively playing Classic. Although now, at this point, should probably have another look at it. I bet anybody who is still playing Classic right now is actually, like, a cool, like, you gotta be very dedicated to it, right? You have to actually care about it. Just don't really have any time is the other issue too. There's too much going on in Shadowlands. Okay, well, we did complete that quest now.
Until it is too late.
Damn, that's... I gotta get that. I don't know how I don't have that. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's just an auto turn-in? What the hell? How did I not do that? I wonder why I didn't turn it in. I probably had the stuff hidden on the right. Oh, and now we have to do another one. The Defias Kingpin. Torn Rogue looks cool, honestly. Torn melee is always nice, I'll tell you what. Torn one-hander melee. I don't know, like, I'm not really sure if I like the two-hander for Torn. It doesn't really look that good. I've only ever really seen the warrior anime. I've never actually seen the paladin animations. Rep Pally Torn, though, it doesn't seem right to me. Just doesn't seem right at all. Alright, that was a good one. Oh, we got the Corsair's Overshirt. I love that. But I guess I've had it already. Okay, we got a lot of experience there. 39. Very good. We're done, right? Okay, let's queue again. It's gonna be a quick one. 40 is the goal, so it's probably another dungeon, but it might be 2. We did have 2 quests done in that dungeon, which I don't... You know, I don't know if that's gonna be the case in the next dungeon. Oh, there's a chest there, yeah. Is there any way to get this without aggroing? Yes. Sweet, 10k experience. Pretty big when you have rusted. I love this shirt, does as well. Maybe not on a female, it looks a bit skanky, but on a male, it looks awesome. I love that look, man. That was basically what I was... I don't know how many people remember this, but in BFA, I was playing like a little funny little transmog that was actually really based on that shirt, honestly. Oh, look at this person. Look at that guy. He's playing a Orc Warrior, 2 one-handers. Oh, look at this guy. Wait, is he... He's got 1 two-hander on and 1 one-hander. Oh, this guy's brand new. Or what? I don't know why you would be doing that, but... Damn, that's actually quite interesting. Makes me, I don't know, like, I always want to do, like, a nomad leveling challenge, but... I don't know. I was trying to think about ways to, like, make leveling more difficult, but not where near no gear. And there's only 2 that I could think of. Nomad leveling challenge, and I just did that on a holy paladin. So I mean, I don't really know, other than the fact that I can heal myself, obviously, I don't really know how much harder that can get, because it's like a paladin healer, so it doesn't do a lot of damage in the first place, and I never was in really I did heal myself a fair amount because of the way the talent worked, but it was like, it didn't really matter. Like, it wasn't really challenging. But so then the other only option I could think of is trying to limit what gear you can wear in some other way. Now, I'm not really sure how this would play out. First of all, I was thinking about no stamina run. And I don't think that's actually possible. But I'm sure, so there's tailoring gear that has no stamina on it, okay? But everything else in the game does have stamina on it now, I think. But I'm sure you could wear trinkets, and I wouldn't be surprised if you could find rings and weapons without stamina on it. But I was thinking that would be a very interesting way to level a character, because then you'd be powerful, but you would have no actual health pool from the gear. I don't know if that's actually possible or what, but it does sound interesting to me. Now, that's probably not possible. So instead, I was thinking about doing it this way. Upgrades only. That's what I was thinking about calling it. It's not, it doesn't make a lot of sense when you hear it, but what I mean is if the item is not blue or epic, we don't wear it. So we only wear gear that is blue or epic. And it'll be a long time before we actually get gear. Like, I think you'd probably go through most of the playthrough without most gear. Maybe any gear. Like, I mean, you could legitimately get no gear. And then it just, that's not what I'm looking for, is the thing. Like, I don't want to do a naked leveling challenge. If I set out to do a naked leveling challenge, then I know what the expectations are. But, like, I don't want to set out to do a challenge that isn't a naked leveling challenge and then end up naked by the end of it. So, it's kind of awkward. I mean, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe do like we can do, what's going on here? Actually a treasure chest over here? Or is it up above? Might be up above. Seems like a waste of time though. Anyway, I was thinking about doing it where like, okay, we don't, oh, we're gonna have to aggro this stuff, aren't we? Yes, we are. Mind control. Still an incredibly efficient way to kill mobs. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking about just doing like, okay, so I get to level 31 and I still don't have any gear. Then we'll just buy some BOEs on the auction house. That sounds like it'd be interesting. Just auto attack each other to death here. Out of mana, that's bizarre. I guess that's how NPCs work. See, they're literally gonna kill each other. And then I sweep in and finish the job. Easy mode. I think we were actually like intended to fight those mobs though, because they didn't even drop any loot. $8 now, jeez. But yeah, I don't know, it sounds fun. I might do it as like a proof of concept, just see. Just take like a character through. Because like there's a couple of things I really want to try, like, I don't know, man. Warrior naked sounds like the ultimate, that's like the pinnacle. That's what it sounds like to me. Like I can't see how anything would be harder, especially an arms warrior. Because they have no self-healing whatsoever. So like every other leveling challenge I've ever done, it's difficult to get away from this because there's a lot of self-healing in the game right now. Like obviously if you play a paladin, you got a lot of self-healing. But even the rogue, like the main one I've ever done was a rogue. And that was like the first one I ever did and the first one I ever finished. And that was legit. Like it was actually extremely difficult. It took a long time to do, and I finally finished it. But it was after Chromie time was invented. But yeah, either way, it took a long time. Very difficult. Lots and lots and lots of deaths. Outlaw rogue. But they had a ton of self-healing. And they had a ton of lockdown. It wasn't just self-healing. They had the ability to do things that most classes don't have the ability to do. Like, they were basically able to kite infinitely as a melee. I've never really seen that before. I can do a lot of damage at range. And it was actually really fun because of that. But I'm like, this isn't really what I thought the leveling challenge was going to be. But it ended up being like the only way to actually play. So I was like, if I actually stay in and fight every single mob, I'm dead. I can't do it. I'll literally die. So it makes me think like there would just be no way to even do a warrior. It would be no way. You can't survive the melees naked. So how do you do it instead? Then you got to come up with some way that's not. The line is really difficult to balance. That's why I was thinking if I could just double my damage but not have any more health, it would be a lot more interesting. But the likelihood of that is not possible. Like, I mean, I know for a fact tailoring it. Let's see if I can look this up on WoWhead. I don't know if it shows the stats on WoWhead. I assume it does. But I know for a fact there's a lot of gear early on in tailoring that can be boosted all the way up, and it just doesn't have any actual stats on it. Let's just chill out for a bit and look at this. Like, it has stats, but not... It doesn't... It just has intellect. Let's see if we can figure that out. But so, like, all of these items are gonna... So, there's one. Fellclaw Shoulders, no verse. Or, no stamina. There's a lot of gear with no stamina on it. But these early pieces... Yeah, so that red linen robe, that's the one I was thinking of. It just has intellect on it, and that's it. That's such a good idea, man. What about for other, such a good idea, man. And I bet there's enough pieces, too, that we can wear a lot of gear. Problem is then we have to level it. Oh, there's shoulders. Helmet, no stam. Because everything else has stamina, right? Am I crazy? Yeah. I mean, all of these heirlooms have it, at least. What are the shoulders I just got? Yeah, they have stamina. Everything has stamina, yeah, okay. It's just like a modern item now. Everything has stamina, main stat, and then 2 secondary stats. But in Classic, it wasn't like that. In Classic, it was like just random stats. It was like stamina was like a luxury. Yeah, it looks like most of this gear does not have stamina on it, actually. Damn, that is awesome. It's probably just all the pieces that had spirit on it now have stamina instead. Okay, so let's see blacksmithing. If that's the case. Probably not, but maybe. Certainly a lot of weapons. Then the question just becomes what weapon do you use, yeah. Okay, let's just start from the beginning. That's got stamina. Stamina. That doesn't have any stamina on it. No stamina. Okay. It's all male, though. That's the actual issue with blacksmithing, is the early stuff is all male, so you can't even get transmog from it. Copper is the most, that's the lowest piece, and even the legs have stamina there. But the gloves, and that doesn't... It's like almost like a blacksmithing only challenge on steroids. Because there's not going to be any other loot. Like, it's not... You know what I mean? I don't... It's strange. I don't really know. It's kind of just the exact same thing as the blacksmith only leveling challenge, just a worse version of it. We're just going to craft way less gear and it's going to be way less interesting. But it would be very interesting to see, at least for tailoring, because I don't think plate would really, I don't really know how it would work, but there's just not enough actual loot. Let's see leatherworking. Because leatherworking can make a lot of different types of gear now. And it would actually be it's pretty easy to level leatherworking. You just gotta level where there's skinning to be done. I feel like even some of these pieces don't have stamina, but I would love to do another leatherworking challenge with the leather character though, because I feel like actually most of the leatherworking gear is leather. I had no idea how little male gear there was, and it really disappointed me actually. I only made like 20 pieces total in that whole playthrough. Storm Shroud. That's not in the game anymore, right? Oh, actually, didn't they just add this back? They did. They added some of these back, didn't they? Where do you get them? I don't actually know. Anyway, that has just stamina. That's funny. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I was thinking about doing a druid. I don't know though, druid or rogue. Rogue's so fun, man. No spec rogue? Oh, that might be it. Huh. No spec druid just sucks because you have to play bombkin basically. It's just probably my least favorite one. Okay, we've already done this one as well, but it doesn't matter. We should ding here thanks to the explorative approach we just had. Picking up these buckets because nobody ever does. This guy's level 11, okay. It's the lowest tank we've healed, I think, in a long time. 16 monk, 11 warrior tank, 15 Vulpera hunter, and 17 mage. Should be a pretty easy one, I think. Okay, I'm not gonna pick this up. Last time I picked this up and it was a big waste of time there. Are you gonna do it or what? Oh, there's mage food, sweet. Didn't actually need a single mage food last dungeon, but...
Keep firing! Let none escape! Keep firing! Let none
oh shit,
escape!
the fire does a lot of damage.
Keep firing! Let none escape!
Whoa.
Keep
Okay.
firing! Let none escape!
I was just bathing in that fire there, I guess. That fire does a lot of damage. Craziness. Guys are just killing the ads. This mage is like crushing it. Let's see, level 18.
Did you hear something, lads? Ah, fresh meat for the dogs.
Release the hounds! Attack! Kill them all! Attack! Kill
I love
them
that
all.
Vulpera little snake hunter thing they have. It's pretty cool. Vulpera hunter seems like the option. Hunter and rogue, they seem like the options. They make the most sense. Maybe warrior too. I don't actually know what the Vulpera set is. Need to go get that.
But I won't die. What? No, stop! Obey your master!
I've also been wanting to do like a survival hunter with no. Okay, see there. Survival hunter with no pet, or what was I thinking? No, bow. Survival hunter with a bow. That was it. You can actually. It's basically just like a no spec hunter with a few other spells. That one sounds fun. We'll do that someday. Maybe that's next. I don't know. Dude, I just literally have so many fucking ideas. I'll never do them all. It is not possible to do them all. Problem is there's like no allied race I want to level as a hunter. I really want to do a dwarf or a troll. But it's like, if the challenge is to... Maybe I'll just get them to 10 and then start the challenge. Kind of sucks to level a character to 10 when you're looking to do a challenge that's a spec-specific challenge. Actually did the same. I was going to start a challenge with an enhancement shaman, and I got the character to 10, and by the time I did, I was just like, yeah, I'm done. I never even got can't remember. Was it naked? I don't even remember what it was gonna be. But I just stopped, like entirely stopped. I recorded the first episode. It took me 1 episode to get it to 10. And by the time I did, I just had so many other ideas I wanted to do.
Another chance to test my might. On your guard.
That mage shouldn't be up there. Neither should I have been. I forgot all about those ads spawning, but it's over now. This guy's not even gonna do his charge. This mage is doing insane damage, but arcane looks like really powerful. Wow, look at that, Nick. 43 verse. Huh. And it has stamina on it. See, like, yeah, I don't think there's any gear in the game that doesn't have stamina on it from actual dungeons now. Nice kill, says the guy who lost to the tank in damage, yeah. You're right about that. I think you're right. Maybe we get some gold coming up here. I don't know how aware people are of it. You actually get a bunch of free money while fighting these packs. It does seem to scale off your actual level. Treasurers are the ones that do it. I just see. There it is. No, stunned. See, nobody even seems to know about it. 4 golds. 5 golds. 6 golds. Just got 30 gold from between the mob kills and the actual loot on the ground. And they don't even notice. They don't even notice that there's money on the ground. Where'd it go? Free money. Thanks for that. God, what is going on with Arcane? Jesus. This guy's just like some twink or something, maybe? That's so weird to say those words out loud now. I mean, he's got a bunch of heirlooms. That's it. Yeah. No, definitely not anything else. I guess some enchants though. Maybe. Alright, this fight is gonna die quick. Hunter's doing good damage too. Beast Mastery. Oh, I could also purge that, yeah. No interrupts on that. Not ideal. Just go ahead and drop this here. He's about to port to the middle, isn't he? Maybe not. Fire seems like it'd be fun to play too. For leveling. Okay, level 40. Quick things. Easy mode. What's that? A trinket? Another neck. A lot of necks in this dungeon. That's a key though. I don't see how that's a. How would that be a neck? Alright, anyway, let's head back to Orgrimmar. And that will be the end of this one. I just wanted to get to 40. 44 minutes, not a problem at all. Still got a good episode in. Gonna head to Orgrimmar. We gotta definitely get a talent here. I don't remember what we get, but I know we get a thing or two. Let's see. Should be this one, right? 40. Let's see, Dispriest talents. Dispriest talents. Actually, this one might not be, if I remember correctly. 40 is, oh, Sins of the Many. Oh yeah, Shadow Covenant. That's right. We definitely want to check that out. Sins of the Many, just, I think you actually can get that, right? It just doesn't work. Let me quickly log on a second character and bring it out there. Just go on second account. Should have a character already in Orgrimmar. So we can inspect. Makes it a lot easier when you can inspect the talents. Yeah, I don't think we actually have to even be near it, right? Okay, so no. Contrition is the other one you get. It's so weird that you get Benediction. This is the talent row we actually want, though. Contrition and Shadow Covenant. Healing the target and 4 other injured allies within 30 yards for 9 seconds. Your shadow spells deal 25% increased damage and healing, but you cannot cast holy spells. So it seems like a pretty good DPS spell. But not really, because we can't actually do any of that. I don't know. I don't know if we're actually going to use that talent, but... Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so let's see what happens when we take this first. Doesn't say anything different, right? When you heal with penance, everyone with your atonement is healed for all that stuff. So that's like no functionality, right? Certainly not. Not from that testing, at least. And Shadow Covenant. So let's see what it does. Can't do that while silence. And all the spells are grayed out too. So we would only be able to apply Shadow Word Pain and do Mind Blast. But it doesn't actually... 224 mana? What is that compared to the other spells? Oh, it is a lot of mana, actually. Where's Flash Heal? That's a lot of mana. 445 healing, though. Oh, that's actually not that good. That's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Fuck. Alright, anyway, that's fine. This episode over. Next episode, we'll try it in dungeons and see how it works out. We probably need to keybind it, though, to be honest. Okay, let me do that now before I forget. Doesn't even do that. Okay, no problem. Spells. Control. No, shift. Right button. Shadow Covenant. And then, yeah, you can't even put up Power Word Shield, so... A little risky, considering I literally cannot heal at all after using it, so... Anyway, thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next episode of this playthrough.